Hey, right guys, and today we are doing the anime tier list for all the anime shows that I've, seen a big chunk of or finished and can get a real read on the anime for. There isn't a lot. I know there's plenty of people who have watched way more than this, and I've actually seen way more than this as well, but they're usually just kind of 1 to 5 episodes, and I kind of can't get a real read on how good the show kind of is. So I feel like all these here I've seen a huge amount of and completed or up to date on pretty much all of these, I think, maybe minus a couple. So at least I'll know if I like them or not. So I've changed the names of them, and shout out to James again for creating this list for me. It really is appreciated, and maybe I'll do another anime list later down the line because I want to start getting into anime a bit more. I'm thinking of reacting to an anime TV series, and I'll leave a poll for one. I think like Death Note, and there's a few others I had in my mind, but I can't think off the top of my head. So yeah, because I'm doing Legend of Korra, that will only take a couple of months or a few months to really get through, and then I'm thinking I'll do some anime as well on top of that, and we'll see how that goes. Even though I know anime is a bit risky on YouTube, but I do want to give it a bit more of a chance. Not that I'm like I don't like anime because there's so much Ghibli up there that I love, and I've seen a lot more films like Akira, Sword of the Stranger, Your Name, Silent Voice. So anime film is really what I kind of delve into when I'm by myself and never really watched too many TV series. But I want to change that because there is a lot here that I love to pieces. Like, they're some of my favourite shows of all time. So yeah, we'll start from here and work our way down. Made in the Abyss. See, this was an interesting one because I didn't enjoy the show for the first few episodes. I felt like the main character didn't really vibe with too much. And then I think it was around episode 6 or something like that. I started to get into it a lot more, and then by the end of it, I was hooked, and I'm actually very excited for season 2. So I'd honestly put it up there. It would, judging from the first half of the season, I would have put it as down there, but by the end of it, I really started to enjoy it. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is best of the best. I tried to watch that show, I think 3 times, and then eventually got convinced to watch it. And yeah, it is really, really good. The characters are wonderful. The world of it's really well done. There's some characters like Alphonse that I personally don't like too much, and I feel a lot of people love him, but you can't deny that the cast of characters there is really well done. I've never seen just Full Metal Alchemist, but Brotherhood. Most people say just watch that if you had to pick one. So I don't know. I think that's Gurren Lagann. Gurren, sorry for saying some of these names wrong. Gurren Lagann. I don't know. This was, I'd say, fantastic. Better than Made in the Abyss. The first half, both halves are really well done. I think it not falls apart at the end, but it has a slow arc towards the end for me. But the first half, I think, is peak, and then the second half's really, really good as well. Like, it changes it up. It's not just the same show throughout the entirety, which I like and appreciate. I like that it had the balls to really change things up. I won't say any spoilers just in case people haven't seen any of these, but definitely check that one out. I'd say it's up there. My Hero Academia, season 1 and 2, it would have been there. And the first half of season 3, honestly, there as well. Then the second half of season 3 was still really good. I'd still put it there, actually, if I'm honest. I was going to take it down to fantastic, but it's still best of the best for me that I've seen. I know there are better anime than that. I'm still really enjoying it, though. The characters are just wonderful to watch. There are definitely some very weak episodes, especially as of recently, that were kind of, can we get on with this a bit? So I'm hoping they kind of, get back on form with season 4. And there's still like the last couple of episodes that I need to watch of season 3. But I do plan on reacting to season 4 as well. I don't know when it's coming out. I think it's towards the end of this year. And that'll be fun to do. Because I've missed My Hero Academia. I need to finish off the season, but it's still really good. Afro Samurai, best of the best. This was the only one on this list. I think this is the first anime I watched out of all these. I watched it when I was probably way too young, but I remember loving it. And it's very short as well. If you want an anime that's just very short that you could probably watch in a couple of hours, Afro Samurai for sure. Clannad, I think that's including After Story. I think that's both of them. It just says Clannad there, and I can't see After Story. So we'll just say the entirety of Clannad is best of the best. If you're going from just Clannad, it would be there. But Clannad After Story is so good that it just automatically boosts it up to I prefer it to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. For those who don't know, I'm like a slice of life kind of romance anime person that I go down. So that if people get confused about why I prefer certain shows to others, that's just my genre that I like in anime. So I'd put it there. I think that's As Beautiful the Moon. I don't know the Japanese name for it, but that's again best of the best. This list is just going to make me appreciate how great all this anime is that I've actually seen so far. Honestly, there. I love that show. It's only 12 episodes, gets the entire story out there, check it out. And I think that's like the beauty of anime anyways, because they're all 20 minutes and so short that you can just watch them all in one session. I love this show. I wanted a little bit more at the end, I think, but it was still a beautiful ending, yeah. Attack on Titan, I know tons of people love this show. I've heard that it's been getting a lot better as of recently. I've only watched season 1 and 2, so I can't comment on how good season 3 is. I am hearing good things, but for me, it's just a meh kind of show. I know a lot of people would disagree with that, which is completely fine. I do see why it's a show that people love, but for me, it's just the characters I find very uninteresting. There's none that really stick with me. And I think the world's really cool, but that's really about it for me. And the animation for it, is no denying the animation's spectacular with it. But honestly, I've just put it as meh. But I'm hearing a lot of people say season 3 is incredible at the moment, but I don't really have plans to kind of watch it. Plastic Memories, I wasn't too sure on this one at the start, and then by the end of it, I was in love. So I'd put it up here. Better than My Hero, yes. It brought out more emotions to me, I'd put it there. Yeah, again, just an incredible show. There's so many that I'm looking at now as well that I'm just like, they're going to be up at the top list as well. Anohana, I think that's Anohana. Interesting one. I think I went in knowing there was a sad ending to the show, and knowing that, I just didn't get much of a feeling for the characters. I know, again, a lot of people really love it, and I do understand why. I think the story is really good and unique, but for me, it was kind of meh. I don't know, I look at the show as a whole and I was enjoying it at the time, and I think I was just let down by the ending, because I was expecting like a really, really sad ending, and I think going in knowing that maybe ruined it for me. So I'd put it as enjoyable. It is an enjoyable show. I did have fun watching it. I think it's more the ending that left a salty taste in my mouth. So The Promised Neverland, very intrigued by it. They have a lot to work with, and I'm excited to see what they do with that. They had a couple of weak episodes in there, but the first episode was incredible, and then there was some episodes dotted throughout the middle, and then especially towards the end that were just as good. And yeah, just it's nice to have an anime that has brains to it, like they actually, have all this mystery behind it and good characters as well. Again, there's no characters that I'm really in love with at the moment, but just because of the story, I'd put it up there as fantastic for now. Ippo no Jippo, I don't know how you say that one, but the boxing anime, I guess we'll say. Again, has some weak arcs. It's very long, very lengthy. I think I'm caught up with it. I can't remember if I did catch up with it, but I love the main character. Even the romance between him and the girl character, who I forget the name of, I enjoy. And all the relationships with his friends as well. I'd put it up here as... better than Made in the Abyss, just because there's more to that show. This has only had 1 season so far. I know season 2 is coming out fairly soon, whereas this is like 3 seasons, and all seasons are very lengthy. But yeah, I put it there. Parasite is best of the best. I love this show, the action in it. I put it up there maybe, I think. I don't know, there is a weak arc. There's like a few weak episodes in there in the middle. I think that do bring it down a bit. Yeah, come to think of it, I do prefer As Beautiful Noon, but I'd put it there. Very creepy anime, I enjoyed it. I was very surprised by it. Like the first episode, I remember just putting it on and being like, I'm not sure about this, and then it was just instantly kind of hooked you. So check it out, give it a go. It's kind of a horror anime as well. Black Lagoon, best of the best. Main character is just insane. Levi's from Attack on Titan. I don't know, but I haven't seen this in so long, maybe 4 years since I watched this. But best of the best, I'd put it Better than Plastic Memories. Better than Parasite, yes. Not as good as Beautiful the Moon though. I do really love that. Snafu, an interesting one. I'd probably put it maybe here. Maybe better than Jeepo. Not as good as Gurren Lagann though. They've just announced, correct me if I'm wrong, that they're doing a season 3 of that as well, which is very exciting because it did end on a kind of like little cliffhanger with season 2. And again, most of these shows I haven't seen in years. Toradora is my favourite anime of all time. I re-reacted to every episode of that show because I loved it so much. I've seen it 4 times in total now, and I'll probably watch it a 5th time at some point, maybe later this year, because it's just so good. Tiger and Ryuji, I love them to pieces. I just love their chemistry. Again, I thought the ending could have been a little bit better, but it doesn't stop it from just being the best of the best for me. This mainly because of the characters of that. I don't think the story's that incredible, but because of Tiger and Ryuji and their chemistry together as friends and all the other side characters as well, I just love it. Elven Lied was the first anime I feel like that was the first anime that I really loved. I really fell in love with. Closely followed by Toradora, because I think Elven Lied was the first one that was watched, and then Toradora was a couple of weeks behind that. Just went on a massive binge session of anime TV shows. So honestly, I'd put it up again. Best of the best. I love it. Better than Black Lagoon, yes. Not as good as that though. I'd put it there. Prison School, the funniest anime I've seen. I love it to pieces. I'd probably put it there. Fantastic anime. So funny. Not for everyone, but very funny. Daily Lives of High School Boys. That was the first kind of skit comedy anime that I'd seen, and I really enjoyed it. I'd say it was up there with, not as funny as Prison School and not as good as Snafu, but there. Kids on the Slope, again another surprising one, that the music was very good in it, the characters, and the final episode I was actually very satisfied with how Kids on the Slope ended. I couldn't have ended it better myself. I really enjoyed it, so I'd put it up here, probably there honestly. Just below Gurren Lagann. Naruto, haven't watched this in a long time, which I tried to rewatch it and didn't get too far, but Shippuden, I only watched about 25 episodes of Shippuden, so I can't comment too much on that, but for Naruto Unleashed, I'd say it's really enjoyable. Definitely has flaws, but I think the characters are really good. Actually no, I'm going to put it up here because I prefer it to Promised Neverland. And that. Prison School, yes, not as good as, for a story, not as good as Kids on the Slope though. Because yeah, I'm thinking about it, I'm just the characters of Naruto and the world of it. So I just have so many good memories as well watching that. This is the first anime that I watched as a kid, so I'll explain that one. Akemi Got Kill. First episode was amazing. We actually reacted to the first episode of that. And then it was just all over the place, and then out of nowhere the finale was really good. And it had a few episodes dotted throughout that were really good as well, but it was a lot of wasted potential for me. I'd say it was enjoyable. It had enjoyable moments and the characters were okay, nothing special. I did prefer it to Anohana if I'm honest, but not as good as Promised Neverland. Steins Gate, I hated Steins Gate when I first watched it. I think I did about half of the season and just did not like it at all, and then rewatched it and appreciated it a lot more. Again, I don't think the characters were, apart from the main character, were anything that incredible to me. I know they have the sequel now, like Steins Gate Zero or something like that. I don't really know exactly what it's called, but I'd put it up here as fantastic. I'd say it was maybe there. Not as good as Snafu, but definitely better than Daily Lives. Story is really good. There's no denying that. I think I just didn't really want to give it a chance when I first watched it, and then I'm glad that I gave it a second chance. I think it's just more the characters for me that I didn't love, apart from the main character. He was really good. Angel Beats, very surprising because I did not like the first 2 episodes of this, and then out of nowhere it turned into a completely not different story, like the first 2 weren't, linked, but I don't know, it just changed to a show that I fell in love with. I'd honestly put it there. Better than Plastic Memories, but not as good as Parasite. Fate Stay, the good one. I've watched two Fate Stay ones. I don't know. I think it's like Fate Stay Night and Fate Stay Blade, Ultimate Blade Works, I want to say. I think this is the one that I really loved, so I'm just going to go from that one. I think that was Fate Stay Night that I loved. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'd say it was, honestly, maybe there. Yeah, I'd say it was there. The villains were really good. I enjoyed it. Good little nice concise story as well. Even though they're doing like so many spin-offs of that, I know they are, but yeah, just from the one that I've seen, I enjoyed it. Kill la Kill, not as good as Gurren Lagann. The animation for it is very unique and wonderful. I love it, and the main character is cool. I think the action is really cool as well. And the finale, the whole end of it, it gets so over the top, as Gurren Lagann does as well. But especially Kill la Kill. I'd put it probably there, just above Snafu. So I feel like Snafu, there's a few episodes in season 1 and 2 that do stand out as very weak, whereas Kill la Kill I feel just gets better and better, which is nice. Hunter x Hunter, best of the best without a doubt. I do prefer Toradora, but I'd put it there, maybe. Yeah, I love Hunter x Hunter. Again, the characters, the action. Pito, I think her name is my favourite anime villain. I want to say she is. Well, TV series for sure. I'd have to think about films. But I think she's my favourite anime villain of all time. I love her. Your Lie in April, best of the best. Yo, look how many animes on that top tier, dude. These are all basically 10 out of 10s for me. At least a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. Everything on the top row is. Your Lie in April I'd put better than Brotherhood for sure. Better than Clannad, yes. Just because Clannad has the OG Clannad, which was there, but Clannad after story. If we're going Clannad after story, it would be that. But if we're going Clannad as a whole, it will be that. And then finally we have, oh, that's the most recent one, the Love is War. Honestly, fantastic. I'd put it up here for now. Not as good as Kids on the Slope, but yeah, I'd put it there. Dude, I'm actually happy with that. I've not watched a god-awful anime. I have seen god-awful anime, but they're usually the ones that I've only seen 1 or 2 episodes of. That's the reason I didn't watch any more of it. But even Attack on Titan, I wouldn't say it's awful. For me, it's just kind of a mess show, even though I do see why people really enjoy it. And 2 enjoyable shows here. Akame Got Kill, a lot of wasted potential. Anohana, while I do appreciate it, it just maybe wasn't for me. And going in knowing there was a sad ending maybe ruined that experience a little bit. But all of those are without a doubt fantastic. At least a 7 or an 8 out of 10, all of these are. And then everything at the top here is at least a 9 or a 10 out of 10. That speaks a lot to how good anime is, really. So I do want to give it another chance. Like I say, I plan on reacting to a couple of shows and I'll do a poll for that soon. Definitely on the list was Death Note, and there was a couple more that I was going to leave up to you guys. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll leave a link to this down below. Do your own version. Send me a screenshot on Twitter of what yours is, because I'd be interested to see how different they are. You know, there might be some here that you haven't seen, or more that you've seen, which is probably true. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, peace.